Thank you, Pastor Bradshaw, for this touching message, highlighting that the investigative judgment is a demonstration of grace, the grace of Jesus for each one of us. I have the privilege this morning to introduce to you a very special guest who is visiting the 62nd General Conference session. And I'd like to ask your permission to follow the protocol and introduce these guests to you. And when these guests enter, I'd like to ask your applause for someone that is very important for this session and in the person that supported us in a very strong way in the preparation of what we have here these days. On April 15 of this year, just 11 weeks ago, Cara Spencer became the 8th mayor of the city of St. Louis. Mayor Spencer is thus the city's 3rd consecutive female mayor, a notable achievement in major American cities. She grew up in St. Louis City and nearby St. Louis County, attending a local high school. She later earned a bachelor in science in mathematics from Truman State University. Before entering public office, Spencer applied her analytical skills as a mathematical modeler for Tessalon, a local technology firm. 10 years ago, Cara Spencer was elected to the St. Louis Board of Aldermen. She represented Ward 20 until 2023, when she transitioned to represent Ward 8 following redistricting. She became well known across the city for urging stricter campaign finance rules, enhanced asbestos regulations in demolitions, fines on absence or absentee landlords for building code violations, and passage of the city's first Good Samaritan law, granting immunity for drug overdose assistance calls. And she also defended the innovative Mow to Own program, letting residents claim neglected lots through stewardship. Just to let you know, she served as a chair of several key committees during 10 years on the Board of Aldermen that increased her awareness of needs and services across the city. She was elected mayor of the city of St. Louis on her 2nd try, winning more than 2/3 of the vote in her party's primary and winning the general election by a similar margin. Her inaugural speech emphasized transparency, public safety, efficient service delivery, and accountability, and inclusive economy growth. Since taking office, she was initiated a staff overhaul at the City Hall, encouraging open-door governance and reducing bureaucracy barriers. She is described by peers as combining data-driven rigor with responsive community engagement. She is also described as a pragmatic, solutions-oriented leader. She also emphasized civic involvement, innovation, and equity, working to rebuild public trust. Just 1 month ago, into her term, on May 16, 2025, an EF3 tornado tore through portions of the city of St. Louis, taking 5 lives, damaging more than 5,000 structures, and causing more than 1.7 billion in damages. The mayor and her staff moved quickly into emergency mode. Most of her staff were deployed to assessing damage in neighborhoods, assisting residents with filing claims and connecting with services and helping with emergency aid. Few city leaders have had to move so quickly into the difficult work of providing urgently needed services. Perhaps most importantly, as she might say, Mayor Cara Spencer is also the mother to a 14-year-old son, Kai. Joining Mayor Spencer on stage is an individual who has been enormously helpful to the staging and success of this General Conference session. And we want to offer a profound expression of gratitude to Brad Dean, President and the CEO of Explore St. Louis and of the Americas Center Convention Complex. He has been supported in his work by Jennifer Poindexter, Director of Meet St. Louis. They have worked tirelessly with General Conference session management and area vendors and services to make this highly successful event for both the church and the city. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce Her Honor Cara Spencer, Mayor of the City of St. Louis. Welcome her. Welcome. May God bless you.
Good morning. On behalf of the City of St. Louis, I would like to extend a warm welcome to the General Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church here in St. Louis. We hope you've had a successful conference so far and continue to enjoy a productive time in St. Louis. I'm pleased to welcome you this week, especially since your Impact St. Louis initiative offers your membership the opportunity to serve our city. I understand that young people participating in the conference will be engaging in hands-on community service projects, such as book distribution, park cleanup, and supporting local shelters. Thank you. This week, young people have had a series of fun and informative sessions designed exclusively for them. I hope they are enjoyable and productive. The Seventh-day Adventist Church's service to cities mirrors the work that many cities around the world are familiar with. Mayors and governments know that we cannot do the monumental and complex work required in today's city alone. It will take all of us working together. Your church has taken bold steps to address the needs of cities around the world, and you're doing your part. We are grateful. It has now been 52 days since the thousands of families in our city have begun rebuilding their homes and their communities after an EF3 tornado ripped through a major part of North St. Louis. This response to this disaster destroyed so many of our communities, but the response has been phenomenal. I've witnessed firsthand despair and stress that accompanies daily uncertainty in our communities, but the solutions of working together have been so incredibly inspiring. It will be a joint effort from neighbors, churches, small businesses, and many people from around the world to rebuild our community. We know you're a part of this effort, and we're truly grateful. I want to thank you for choosing our city, for choosing St. Louis, and we hope that many of you are inspired to stay here and make St. Louis your home. We hope you have a great Impact St. Louis week. Thank you for being here.
Your Honor, Mayor Cara Spencer, when we heard the terrible news of the May 16 tornado that damaged the city of St. Louis, our hearts were heavy and burdened with pain and the suffering experienced by so many thousands of residents in your city. So collectively, church leaders concluded to do something about it. And this morning, on behalf of the General Conference and the World Church, led by President Ayrton Kohler, the North American division of our church, led by its president and a native of St. Louis, Pastor Alexander Bryant, and the Mid-America Union president within the territory where St. Louis resides, led by President Gary Thurber, we would like to present to you a check for $100,000 on behalf of the Seventh-day Adventist Church as a token of appreciation for you and this city and our hearts being touched by the pain that is being experienced here. We pray God's encouragement and healing for all of those who have suffered. Our churches and our leadership in this area also stand ready with this city to help rebuild.
On behalf of the City of St. Louis, I want to say thank you. This investment in our rebuild will make an enormous difference in the communities that have been impacted by the tornado. This is not just a token of your appreciation. This is a real investment in the future of our community, and we hope that you continue to come back to St. Louis and continue to make your personal investments here. This means so much to our city. We're grateful that you're here, and we're truly grateful for this investment in our future. Thank you.